Hi there, Fiction Express readers. I've had a busy week this week. I've been driving around the country, visiting schools, sharing stories, talking about writing and being a writer, and helping people write stories for themselves. It's been lots of fun. But after I've been doing that, I've had a great time reading your questions and comments. And I wanted to take a few minutes just to say a huge thank you to all of you for taking the time to write to me, especially everyone in Mrs. A's class and everyone in OWL class. You've all asked a few interesting questions. So before I get on with chapter 3, I thought I'd take a few minutes to see if I can answer some of those questions. So here we go. Okay, question 1. What is the green slime? You've noticed the slime, have you? Right. Well, I'm not sure if I could tell you quite what it is just yet, but I can tell you that the slime will be making a bigger appearance in chapter 3. It will also come into chapter 4, and it's probably safe to say that a bit of slime will find its way dribbling somewhere into chapter 5. But exactly what it is, I'm afraid I can't tell you yet. In fact, I'm not quite sure that I know completely what it is myself, though I have got a pretty good idea. You're going to have to wait and see, though. Are we going to meet any new characters in the book? Yes, I can tell you, you're definitely going to meet some new characters. At some point, you're going to have to go to see the head, or the head teacher. So you'll be meeting him, or her. And there'll be somebody else as well, but I don't want to give it away yet, so you're going to have to wait and see once more. Right, next question. How do you come up with ideas for stories? Well, that's a very big question, and one that I probably need to make a whole video about. Okay, the next question is, how do I write my next chapter in a week? Now, the thing with writing is that you need time to do it. It's easy to sit there with your notebook and your pens and sit there and stare at the blank paper and then get up and have a wander around. But really, what you've got to do is sit down and get on with it. Writers have to find the time to sit and write. And knowing I've only got a week to write the next chapter really helps me to sit down and get on with it. Otherwise, there'll be no chapter. And then the book will stop. And then what will happen? I'll probably get in trouble. So I need to get on with the next chapter. Now, where do I write my stories? Some writers are famous for having a special place, like Roald Dahl. He used to go down to the bottom of his garden and into his shed, and he'd write his stories there. Now, if I go down to the bottom of our garden, I'll just get cold and wet. So what I do normally is I sit at the table here, and I use my laptop and my notebook, and I write my stories here. If I'm travelling away from home, visiting a school or a library or something, I take my laptop and my notebook with me. So I can sit in a staff room, I can sit in a hotel room, I can sit on an aeroplane, I can do it anywhere. And that is one of the good things about this job. You really can do it anywhere. So where do I write my stories? Okay, now before I get on with chapter 3, I've just got time for one more question, and that is, how did I become a Fiction Express author? Well, I've written over 86 books for young readers, some of them with different publishers, some of them with the same publisher. Sometimes I write anything I want and I send it to people. Sometimes people ask me to write things, and that's what happened with this book. The wonderful people at Fiction Express got in touch with me and said, will you write a book for us? And of course, I said yes. I'm really enjoying doing it, and hopefully I'll get the chance to write lots more. Thanks for all your questions. Have fun reading and keep in touch. I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye for now.